And welcome back, everyone. Now, to start off this video, I'm actually going to do side ops as opposed to having it at the end, just so I can show off this chain of missions here of extracting the legendary gunsmith. So first things first, we go back here to Africa. You notice that Snake's shield hovers a good 6 inches off his back.
Analysis complete.
This is a series of missions where we need to extract certain people. That gives us the ability to make our own weapons. Well, customize our weapons. In this first one, the gunsmith has a posse with him. And since he's a hostile soldier, that's why I'm not using Quiet for this mission. Before I've done it, she went up and shot the guy in the head. Mission failed. So I'm going to be showing off D-Walker. I'm going to be honest. I don't like D-Walker. So D-Walker gets various different kinds of armaments. In particular, he gets to hold 2 pistols. And I've also equipped him with this chain gun. It's not very accurate. In fact, none of the weapons are quite accurate. D-Walker also has an ability where, well, his run ability, I should say, where he jets off like that, and I cannot control it at all. For some reason with D-Walker, even though he's supposed to be the prototype of the other walkers here you find around, he doesn't have a front straight faceplate to protect Snake. And that was me losing control. I don't like D-Walker. It's very hard to control him. And trying to be accurate with him is usually a bust. Maybe I'm just bad though, maybe it gets better later on, but that's another thing about, that's another mark against D-Walker, I should say, is that you have to research his weaponry. So, if you want him better, you gotta spend more money as opposed to most of the other buddies, which work right out of the box. Also, it costs money to use D-Walker. You have to pay for his armaments. And with the shield there, it does block our back if we're on D-Walker. We can also use a secondary weapon while holding the shield at the same time. Probably would have worked out much better if I had a weapon other than a tranquilizer.
Is a top-notch gunsmith. We got plenty of work for him. But it turns out that he's just the apprentice of a so-called legendary gunsmith. Now, if this legendary gunsmith is all he's cracked up to be, we could really use him on our side. The apprentice gave us the whereabouts of his master. If you've got the time, go and grab him. I've added the details to your side ops list.
And so, once again, we didn't recruit the right guy, so we're gonna have to go back into the fray and extract the gunsmith again. This guy will be back at the Afghanistan Central Camp. Just gonna cut off me running through like a moron while Quiet picks off guys. We'll be seeing some of Quiet here, but she will be predominant in the next mission. But thankfully this guy is a prisoner, so Quiet won't accidentally bop him. And he's right next to this here crate that we can just pop right back out. That green laser pointer is Quiet. I'm feeling slightly uncomfortable with her aiming at us.
Side ops list updated.
Boss, about the prisoner you extracted from the central base camp. It seems that he's not the legendary gunsmith either. Just another one of his apprentices. Now I'm really dying to meet this guy. We got intel on his location from the apprentice. Think you can recover him? I've added the details to your side ops list.
And we must extract yet again. I guess third time will be the charm, hopefully. As it says right there in the mission briefing. We're just gonna cut on through. The guy is, you may remember this building where Malak was.
You have arrived. Outpost captured.
That's the target.
So just a quick run in, run out. Quiet and I have already cleared up the base.
Side op completed.
And there we go. We now have the ability to customize our weaponry.
Subject is in. So you finally found that legend of a gunsmith. The guys on the R&D team are dumbfounded. They say he's every bit as good as the stories. With him working for us, you'll be able to customize your weapons. Try it out in the ACC.
And that's what we will do. We now have a new option. It is in the customize option, not the development like I thought. We can customize 3 weapons in each of the categories. So for example, if I wanted to tweak around with sniper rifles, I just go in here, pick a base, and you can change all kinds of things. The barrel, the stock, magazines, which is the ammunition it uses, the muzzle accessory, which is going to be something very important here in a second, and as well as the sights. So with muzzle accessories, we can make the level 1 sniper rifle silenced, which is very nice. We can also get rid of the higher magnification scopes, so we can use the sniper rifles in closer range. This gives the bonus of not having the video game balance method of just make the scope sway. Also, we can paint our gun all kinds of different colors. I'm honestly kind of surprised that there's all these colors for guns, yet we don't get all these colors for, say, Mother Base or the helicopter. To unlock different kind of things that we can do with the different weapons, we need to research other weapons that lets us have access to the different barrels and stocks and whatnot. So because I've had all kinds of shotguns that I've researched, I get all kinds of different stocks. Something to show here in the bottom right, you'll notice it says like scope mounts, upper option slot, stuff like that. That means with this gun, the SVG, I cannot equip a scope to it yet because I don't have that base yet that has an upper scope option. Yeah, that will be this weapon here. As you see, I kind of gutted it, and we can't put any optics on it, which is disappointment. But I have changed it into like an AKS-74U, like a short rifle that we can use to blast people with. Just showing off the. I felt it was easier to see the reflection in the mirror, in the window. Also, we now have a waifu inside of our helicopter. With Quiet, you can boost some of her affection just by looking at her for a few seconds. You may have noticed her kind of like hitch there for a second. You just gotta keep staring at her until she looks away and you get a few extra affection points for it. Someone said you need to stare at her breast, but no, you can stare at her face. And since we have a new buddy, we got new pictures on our buddy wall over here. Other ways to make Quiet like you more is to also visit her cell back at Mother Base, which I've done a few times before recruiting her, so we got a good chunk of, well, not a good chunk, but we have some extra affinity with her than we would have had normally.
To Central Africa.
Boss, this contract comes from the People's Movement for the Liberation of Angola, also known as the MPLA. The PF at Ditadi Abandoned Village has been supplied with walker gears. Your job is to eliminate them all. Destroy them, extract them, whatever you see fit. This just might get us closer to the walker gear supplier, Cypher. Good luck, boss.
So this mission is fairly straightforward. It's also a rather good way to show off our new buddy Quiet. Also, any weapons that we've customized, you'll notice that they have a green text, a yellow text on the weapon screen there. And what's also nice about customizing weapons is depending on the base you use, that's how much the weapon costs. So you could save yourself some GMP just customizing the gun with the silencer on it as opposed to using the more expensive silencer version of that gun. So here's our first look at Quiet in action. Usually D-Dog jumps in. Come on, Quiet. Alright. Fine. Be that way. Hope you like walking. So things we can do with Quiet, we can set her up to attack, which sets her up at a certain sniping post. We can also set her to scout, where she just basically runs off and she will scout the base for us and mark all the enemies, prisoners, and all that good stuff on our map. I'm not too great of a driver, as I've shown here, so maybe she had the right idea not hopping in. There's two other side missions here. We need to mark that truck right there, and we also need to find some plants over by the B marker. So we're just going to go ahead and take the long way around. This cannot go wrong at all. Then we'll set her to scout on ahead, and fuck. God damn it, yep. Whoops. So, Damn, I'm awful with this thing. I built it for a spray and pray. I should have gone a lot closer, but the suppressor already got broke on it. It took about 25-ish shots. There goes my stealth. There goes my stealth run. I've also tweaked out the first sniper rifle with a silencer as well as a close range scope, so I can. It's meant to be my my DMR rifle as opposed to using the AK-7 for my main battle rifle. The one side ops here is to pick up this Digitalis Letu, and the intel team came in useful because they were able to mark it on the map for me. Then we're going to set Quiet up on the other side, and we're going to use her as a distraction. What she does is when you get so close to an enemy, she will aim at them. As you can see, the green laser pointer. Fire. And then you can tell her to fire, and boom. And now we're going to see the AI react to an actual sniper battle. Again, I love this shit. Because they're just covering the area. So I guess this would be a good chance to kind of talk about Quiet's outfit. Oh, as seen there, if she's also aiming at a guy, it'll mark it on your map similar to how D-Dog does it. But yeah, Quiet's outfit. Supposedly Hideo Kojima came running into the artist's cubicle and said, just make her more sexy, and the guy was like, okay, and put her in lingerie. Fire. I've been playing video games for about 23 years now. I can't be offended. If I could say bras and panties and fishnets were the worst thing I've seen, I would be lying. Anyways, you can see there, they now shot a flare over her position. They're still not aware of where I'm at, so they're kind of slowly moving up.
Development complete.
One last thing about Quiet is that when she's aiming at someone, she hums into the radio, which can actually get really frustrating. Also, we can hear her on the, well, not hear her.
Eliminate it any way you'd like.
We hear mortars firing at her, and so she repositioned herself. I was gonna manually tell her to move, but then I saw it say Quiet on the move.
Has been added.
So this mission, there are 4 walker gears we need to either destroy or extract. One of these side missions, once again, is extracting them all. We also need to extract the 2 prisoners in this base to get the another side mission done. And also, inside of this tent with this prisoner is a blueprint that we can use.
Nice work.
Not too bad. And again, it's nice because they're all reacting to Quiet. They're not all just so happening to patrol towards me. And you may notice Quiet is just slightly overpowered. Slightly overpowered. What is nice about her AI here is, you know, I had to manually tell her to fire.
That's the way. Great. No targets remaining.
See, there's a reason why Quiet is the sniper in this team and not me.
Out of the hot zone by chopper or
But what is nice about Quiet, she won't actually fire until you get caught. Once you get caught, then she starts shooting, once the bases are on alert. And since the enemy seems to love going to this mortar, I'm just gonna go ahead and booby trap it. Unfortunately though, it seemed me shooting at that one guy and missing kind of attracted the attention of the other guards, because now they're starting to run in this direction. Yeah, not too good. Shit, yeah, they're coming right towards me. Damn, that was a good shot. I think I'm in love. There goes me fucking it up. Pretty damn resilient guard though to be taking a sniper shot from that range. Still be able to stand back up.
Analysis.
He's not too shit. He's got an E+ though, so I'm gonna show off another weapon that I got, a stun arm. You just charge it up and Hadouken. It's nice for a ranged option, a non-lethal ranged option when you don't want to take a tranquilizer pistol. And yeah, there we go, mission done. This was nice and simple. I liked that. Especially compared to the Lingua Franca mission. I was not a fan of that one.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Now there is an option where you Snake can talk to Quiet. I don't think it actually does anything. Maybe it raises her affection. And it seems the marker thing got bugged out there. But extract that, and there we go, 5 out of 5. Well, that's not all true. When you talk to Quiet, it also centers the camera at her. I guess it just lets you know where she's at if you can't check the map or can't see the D-Dogs logo. So whatever. I'm gonna show my excellent driving skills here. Decided to just keep on running. I don't think I've shown the new paint job I gave the helicopter here. After we started arriving in Africa, I gave it a new look. I figure there's a lot of zebras here in Africa, so if Pequod's ever in trouble, he can blend in with the rest of them. And I guess Quiet's gonna get left behind. Usually she runs to the landing zone and provides covering support. And I'm 12. Sorry guys.
Exfiltrated.
That's it. We made it out of the hot zone. No sign of the enemy. Mission complete, boss.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Mission complete, boss.
An S rank. I like this mission.
Boss, we were right. Once you'd eliminated those walker gears, a resupply call was made from Ditadi to CFA headquarters. The CFA then contacted none other than Saner. That's right, the shell company that owned Mfinda Oilfield. So Saner was just a front for Cypher. The resupply won't be happening just yet. But we did learn that the walker gears are transported out of Nova Braga Airport. Apparently, there's a distribution network on the Savannah that links all the PF outposts. I'll have the intel team investigate this network. If Cypher is supplying PFs with walker gears, the PFs have to be offering them something in return. We follow the money trail. We might just find ourselves on Cypher's doorstep.
Mission
Boss,
list
the
updated.
intel team has come back with its report following its investigation into PF logistics. Cypher has to be involved with this distribution network somehow. One thing in particular caught my eye. A convoy that regularly crosses the Savannah. On paper, it's just mined resources going to the government, but the security's much too heavy. At the very least, it's worth checking out. Take a look at the mission.
And with our third rank in affection with Quiet, she does have some different idle animations. She gets new ones as her affinity goes higher and higher. Let's check out our rewards. We get another thing about Quiet here. Butterfly emblem for using Quiet. That's not too bad. Oh, we have the ability to tell Quiet to aim at a guy. Good night, everyone.
To believe how many of those bipedal weapons have popped up around Africa. When did that start? No more than 6 months ago. Didn't really hit me until I came here. They're not supposed to be in use yet. Emmerich says they were still doing the last round of fine-tuning. The doctor has no idea. His research has already hit the black market. Both sides of the Iron Curtain will have it by now. Even so, they're spreading much too fast. Sure, the walker gears can operate in any terrain. Their mobility's just as good in the jungle as it is in the desert. That would come in handy in a place like Africa. They are modules that can one day be used as nuclear weapon systems. And with that in mind, the numbers are way too large. There must be another reason they're so widespread. Like what? It's all about needs. To small-time outfits like most of these private forces, this product is a dream come true. Hell, it goes beyond PFs. This is the ultimate weapon, the forbidden fruit. For anyone with an enemy to fight and people to defend.
A nuclear deterrent.
Exactly. Sounds familiar, huh? PFs are all operating off your playbook. You created these times. But could this be the new weapon in Africa that Emmerich talked about? If it is, why is Cypher letting everyone and his brother get their hands on one? What comes next? Selling nuclear weapons in the open? Making them public property?
Why don't they give that a try? Then the next war really will be fought with sticks.
Right. The man we're dealing with isn't foolish enough to make a suicide pact with the world.
So, what is Cypher really up to?
There is going to be a kind of festival held on Mother Base. They are calling it Peace Day. Snake and his men may be without a nation, but they are still an army, and that means sometimes they have to fight the bad guys. Of course, they should not fight at all. It is obvious to me that any problem can be solved with reasonable discussion. Maybe Snake and the others think so too, because the idea is to set aside war for one day a year and relax in peace. I do not know how it came about, but apparently Snake and Miller got the idea while they were talking, and everyone on Mother Base went along with it. To think that deep down they all share a love of peace, that makes me happy. But never mind that. Somehow I have ended up singing on stage. Miller was all, "Come on, both our names mean peace. It will be great." Why does that mean we have to be in a band? Then he roped Professor Galvez in too, saying, "Hey, Galvez comes from peace too. We are the perfect act." I am not sure Miller really understands the origins of the name Galvez. But then again, you always have to take Miller's talk with a grain of salt. What I cannot believe is he went and told everyone we'd be performing together without even asking my opinion. Now everyone thinks it has all been decided. I like to sing, but I have never had to perform in front of a crowd. I do not think I'm up to this. But everyone seems to be looking forward to it. I guess I would hate to let them down. And anything is better than letting Miller sing. Oh, that was mean. Miller said he was going to write a song for us. I wonder what it will be like. It is funny. The more nervous I get, the more I find myself looking forward to it.